Hey guys, welcome to A Closer Glimpse. If you're new to this channel, this is kind of a behind the scenes second channel that I have versus the main channel, which is the Glimpse Inside, of course. And I also use this channel to give you updates and I also ask your opinions on things. And I have two of those. I have a question and I also have an update. So let's just dive in. Okay, so first the question. I want to ask this second channel, the hive mind of this second channel, about an upcoming video I'm releasing on Black Friday. Of course, I'm going to do a Black Friday sale on the stuff I have on my website, but I'm also going to do a quick giveaway as well. And it's either going to be one of two things. Gifts for makers is a very popular thing around this time of year, and I've got two ideas. One is your run-of-the-mill kind of, I hate to say run-of-the-mill because that sounds like I necessarily don't want to go that direction, but I don't mind either one, so hear me out. So I want to do a video where a gift guide for makers. Now, there's a lot of great stuff out there for makers, really handy stuff, like, you know, squares, screwdrivers, and all kinds of stuff. Stuff from Wera is a company that I really like, where they have multiple different screwdrivers, really ergonomic, really cool stuff, a little bit expensive, but really cool. Another method, or another way of doing this, is a gift guide for makers that stuff they would never buy themselves. Right? I'll give you two examples of that. Needle point tweezers. There's a picture of them. We all get splinters. You would never buy this for yourself, but to have these in the shop, they're hugely handy. And something like, I don't know, brackets, like 90-degree brackets, like angle brackets like this. I've used them in various projects, and of course, I bought them for myself for a project, but then I realized there was multiple things around the shop, didn't film it, but I was like, these are so handy. So my question is, do you want to see the really kind of ubiquitous items that people might know about, but maybe not, who knows? That would be more like for the beginner. Or do you want to see items that for the maker that are kind of under the radar that we would never buy for ourselves? And of course, I'm going to compile a list of all those items and I'm going to give them to one commenter on that Black Friday, which is the Friday after Thanksgiving. Okay, so that's the question. What do you want to see? Now, if I do the second one, which I think you can think I'm leaning towards, it's going to be some obscure items, things I think people aren't going to be talking about, which I think might add a little bit more value to this community than the other. But I do want to know, is it silly? Is it a dumb idea? Let me know. Definitely. Now, I'm going to give you an update on something else. Y'all see that? Yeah, it's pretty cool. These are my new hats. I typically get new hats every year. A guy here locally, my buddy Josh, he makes them. He embroiders them for me. These are, well, they're mesh all the way around, and it's not because I really chose it. It's because there's a national hat shortage, maybe a worldwide hat shortage. Apparently, big conglomerates are buying them up, and somebody like Josh, small business, having a hard time getting them. So he was able to get some, but the only ones available were the ones with this mesh. Let me show you again. The mesh that you would see on the back of a trucker hat is now on the front. And I thought, well, I don't know. So he gave me one. He shipped me a sample, and I wore it for about a week. I loved it. It's cool. Like literally, it's the coolest hat I've ever worn. And I said, you know what, let's do it. Let's try to embroider one. And he did, and they turned out fantastic. I am wearing one, right? Yeah. It turned out fantastic. So the blue and white ones are going to be on the website. The charcoal and gray, these are going to be exclusive to my patrons. And maybe some giveaways, or maybe if I go to Workbench Con, that kind of stuff. So here's the update. I started a Patreon years ago. And since the Stumpy Nub shout out, if you guys have seen that, that was pretty incredible a few months ago. We've gotten 100 patrons now, and I have dropped the ball. So if you're a patron and you haven't gotten a package from me, you're getting it now. I am completely caught up. My tiers go as follows. $1, you get warm and fuzzy feelings, right? $3, you get a exclusive Patreon sticker now. Where are they? Let me show you. These are pretty cool too. Check that out. You got that? Hold my drill, right? I mean, this is kind of synonymous with what the venture I'm trying to do. It is the drill holder. It's been sketched, and there's some text on it, and I think it's pretty cool. So the $3 tier gets some pencils and one of those stickers. $5 tier gets these cool little sketchbooks. These are kind of brand new as well. They entail, sketch pads plus a bunch of Post-its. These are kind of cool. Just something to say thanks. Of course, a $10 patron gets a hat and everything before, and then a $20 gets a Yeti tumbler or a Yeti style tumbler with my logo on it. Just something to say thank you. I'm thinking of giving coupon codes for the website as well. Haven't done that yet. Patreon's a little funny about adding things to existing tiers. We'll see. But if I owe you a tiered gift, I know most of you said, don't even worry about it or take your time, and I appreciate that. Even if you said don't worry about it and you still got your address in there, I'm probably sending you something because I just feel compelled to, and I apologize for the delay. I don't mention my Patreon campaign very often on my main channel, and that's because, I just don't feel the need to. The viewership really is enough for me, but I will mention it here. So if you like what we're doing and you want to get rewarded in some way after your second month of patronage, just to cover the cost, I will definitely hook you up. I'll put a link down below to what we got going on Patreon as well. And I just want to thank all 100 of you now who are here, and some of you have been here for years, and I want to thank you guys so much. So there's the update. Don't forget, first question. Makers need gifts for holidays for sure. Do you want a guide of something they wouldn't do for themselves or something they might buy for themselves? Let me know. I'm curious. All right, it's been a closer glimpse. I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate it, guys. See you.